Very good friend, Stuart Rosenblum from Stuart's American Mortgage. Good morning, Stuart.
Good morning, McGraw. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
I want to talk about VA loans in a second, but how's our kosher hot dog stand going at Scott Trade
It's
Center?
going fantastic. People are coming to the stand and they're saying, "Oh, aren't you the same stand at Busch Stadium?" And yes, we are, and it's going great.
Yes, you are. It's right in front of gate.
111, right by the entrance from the garage.
So gate 111. So basically, if you want a kosher hot dog, they're the number 111. Just remember 111.
111. That's pretty good.
Number 111.
111. You got it.
You got it. It's kosher hot dogs. All right. And with the Islanders coming in, maybe a couple of New York fans will come in and have a couple of kosher hot dogs.
You never know.
All right, let's talk about VA loans since this weekend is Veterans Day, and we're all talking about VA loans. What's going on with VA loans?
Okay, well, VA loans, this is the one thing I think, or the very few things that the government got right. A veteran can borrow up to 100% of the value of the property, never pay PMI, never pay mortgage insurance. If you are receiving any type of disability, you're not going to pay any VA funding fee. The rates are lower than conventional rates. There's all kinds of opportunities, and more importantly, it's much, much more credit friendly than a conventional loan. So you can get a VA loan if you have a 640 credit score, and it's great.
All right, so you would recommend if anybody can qualify for a VA loan, they should do it.
We had a customer came in, and you can do this on refinances and purchases. If you're buying a home, you can do it with no money down and not pay that PMI and get the lower rate. Or on a refinance, you can take cash out up to 100%. So if you have some debt, and so unfortunately, there are many people out there that still have quite a bit of debt.
Right.
And they want to consolidate that debt. You can get rates, 30-year fixed rates in the threes with a 650 credit score, which you're not going to get conventionally, and get the cash out, consolidate everything, improve your cash flow, and be a better place.
Do you transfer people from a conventional loan to a VA loan?
All the time. Again, conventionally, you're limited to 80% of the value of the property when you're doing a cash out loan.
Right.
So you're limited. And if you're buying a home, you have to pay that wonderful thing called PMI potentially.
Is there any reason why a veteran would go with a conventional loan over a VA loan?
Only if they're at already 60 or 70% of the value of the property. If you're a veteran and you're borrowing 70%, and you're going to have to pay what we call this VA funding fee, because VA does charge a fee to get the loan done, potentially.
Right.
That fee, by the way, varies depending upon your service and your status with the VA. And if you're in that situation, you're not going to necessarily want to go VA because of the difference of the cost of getting the loan done.
Sounds to me like call you and you'll help them figure it out.
Yeah, there are numerous customers that didn't realize they can go to VA, that once had a VA loan, and they said, "Oh, well, I did it once already, I can't do it again." And they called us. Not only did we do the VA, we discovered that they're on VA disability, and they didn't have to pay the funding fee, so they got a great deal.
How about that? How are rates? What are rates doing?
Rates are staying steady. They're a tad higher than they were last week, but still, pressure is, by the way, going upwards. So you should take the opportunity, but they're staying steady.
Let's talk about fees for a moment. What about these VA loans and fees and conventional loans and fees?
If you borrow more than $150,000, no fees.
No fees.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The bagel loan.
The bagel loan.
Can't beat that.
It's the kosher hot dog loan in the bagel loan.
Well, it's very interesting. We keep getting all the Jewish people calling us and saying it's bagel loans, and we keep getting the Gentiles calling it a donut loan. I can't figure out which way to go.
That's when Stuart is in the mix, you win because he won't charge you any fees. How do people get a hold of you?
My cell phone number is 314-324-4440, or just Google bagel loan, and you'll go to our website.
And the only thing you have to put up with is his bad jokes. Right?
Was that a bad joke recently?
How's your wife doing?
The wife's doing great. She's joining us Sunday morning for Mortgages and More at 9 a.m.
Yes. In Mortgages and More. She's the more.
She is the more.
Stuart, have a good weekend. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
8:30.